huge amount back then to finally see a woman kind of lead that kind of action film.
Yeah.
But no, I was introduced to that this film was going to be based on the rebooted games from 2013, which is much more of an origin story. It's a coming-of-age story as well. And the director, Roy Utag, that I met, he really wanted to do quite a realistic take on this universe and the fact that we get to see the birth of this action hero.
What I love about your role as well is that it's definitely a woman. If she was going to take that on, she'd need some muscles.
Yes.
She wouldn't be prancing around with a tiny little waist like the original Lara Croft looked like she had, or, you know, it was definitely a man's view of what an action woman should look like, the original, wasn't it?
I think it's because, you know, what I loved was that he wanted to have this more gritty kind of realistic version of this universe. And if we really wanted to base all the stunts in reality and feel like it's plausible that she can do these things. And when I read the script, I mean, Laura, as we know, she always climb up things and do these big jumps. And I kind of looked at female athletes and stunt women that I've met in the industry over the past few years, and I was like, well, Alicia, I'm quite petite. I could not, you know, lift my own weight when I started this film, and I was like, for it to be, you know, accurate and feel like this is plausible for her to do, I need to get that kind of physique.
That must have been hard, because you ended up with an 8-pack, didn't you? Is that
yes,
even possible?
It all
Are there enough
away.
muscles for an 8-pack?
It all goes away, sadly, very quickly. But no,
wow,
Magnus
look at that.
Next to me, my fantastic support and my trainer. And we talked about what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
But it takes, I started to work out 3-4 months before we started to shoot, but I also got the chance to, I trained with some incredible women. They introduced me to boxing and MMA. I did rock climbing and archery, swimming, bicycling. I mean, it was really a wonderful experience. I was a dancer when I was younger, so I think I've always been so intrigued by the physicality of making these kind of films.
Extraordinary. Now, we had the Oscars, didn't we, on Sunday night?
Yes.
You've got one. Where'd you keep it, by the way?
I still...
Because Frances McDormand lost hers. I think she's got it back now, but
yeah, well,
you want to hang on to those
I
things.
had it that night. And then, no, but it's been quite known now, because I've been travelling and working so much over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was renovating my house, and I've had my friend in LA, her daughter has had it in her room.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure she's still got it? She has not put it on eBay or anything?
She sent me updates on
where it is?
Yeah.
It must be an incredible night, something like that, going to the Oscars and winning. I mean, what a fantastic moment.
Of course. I mean, still when I talk about it, it's kind of, I can't get my head around the fact that I was there, I think. But I got to share it with my